Okay, you're kind of hanging out on the side of the cup. I have my bowl here, and I'm starting to put in my my brownie mix. I'm going to use scissors to open my bag. Scissors are just nice to have in the kitchen. So there's a lot in this bowl. All right. So I always like to do my water first because water and oil just doesn't mix. And it makes my cup go really weird. So when I'm measuring out, I'm going to put it on a flat surface, and you can see I have a little more than half once it settles down. So I'm going to pour just a little bit out. See if I can get my half. And I'm still a little more than half. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to mix all of this together, and it's going to go through a physical change because all these different ingredients are coming together. There's a half. So in my half goes, according to my calculations earlier, 2/3 times 2 gives me 1 1/3. So I'm going to break this into 2. So there's 1 cup. Uh-oh. Whoops, I dropped my cap. And then 1/3 is a little more than 1/4. So you can see my little bitty line right there. So here, let me turn it. You can see it right there. All right. My recipe also calls for 2 eggs. And so I'm doubling my recipe. So I need 4 eggs. Okay. 1 egg. And I always break it into the cup. That way, if I accidentally get an eggshell in there, I can dig it out. And I usually make my eggs the last. Uh-oh, I did get an eggshell in that one. I usually make my eggs the last piece of this because we know that raw eggs can contain microorganisms that can be very harmful to us. And I got my eggshell out, and I threw that spoon in the sink. I don't want to reuse that spoon. And my eggshells, I'm actually just putting them inside my brownie batter box, or my brownie mix box, that is. I'm making my batter now. So there's a new one. Okay, and my last one. Didn't get an eggshell in that one. All right, so all 4 eggs are in there. My cup's going into the sink. I'm gonna clean my hands again. I don't want raw egg on my hands. Now this batter is going to be kind of thick, and it may be a little difficult to stir, but once it gets going, we will. Oh, almost forgot. Secret ingredient. Okay. Per batter, I do 1 tablespoon. This is what gives the brownies that ooey gooey fudgy center. So there's 1 for the first batter, for the first box, and then there's 2. So, secret ingredient. It's going to give it its fudgy goodness, ooey gooeyness. So, just scrape what's in there. Let's get my scissors out of the way. All right. So now I'm just mixing up my batter, and it will get thick at some point, and it may get a little difficult. Make sure I get the sides. Okay, here are the sides. And I'm making sure to scrape just that dry part of it off the side. Okay, it's starting to get really thick now. If you try the spin move, just beware, that takes a lot of practice. Your moms or grandmothers could probably help you with that one, definitely, but it does take a lot of practice. All right, so at this point, our brownie batter, you can see it, whoa, okay, brownie batter is ready to go. And that's it. So I have my oven at 350. It's preheated. I'm going to use my handy dandy ice cream scooper to get nice even amounts in each of the little cups in my baking pan. So I just dip those out, put them in the baking pan. It goes in the oven for 20 minutes. So 350 at 20 minutes. And another tip for you, use a plastic spoon to get it out of your muffin pan because metal knives and spoons scrape against it. So I'll post a picture when the chemical changes occurred. Have a good day, boys and girls.